What's up, Luana?
Hey, how are you?
Luana, you actually look really cute. I love this look.
Please don't
I
tell
mean,
me that.
it's giving like,
I'm not a head girl, so
New York from the Bronx type look. I'm loving it. That's what's up.
I
Okay.
like the Bronx.
You ready for today's?
I am.
Yes.
God is real. Yes, He is.
Yes, he is. And
Period.
we got Mr. Richie Cherry coming on today.
Okay, Mr. Ritchie
Yes.
Berry.
I mean, following behind with our guest last week, let's see what we get into this week because these men have been really surprising us on this
Yes,
podcast.
they've been dominating. We've
They
only
have.
had we've only had one woman on the show, so and it's Mother's Day week. What's up with that?
I don't know, but we'll bring some women on next.
Okay.
But we originally said we wanted men on because we wanted to hear male's perspective because we got so many women's perspective that we're always listening to.
That's true.
So
But I feel like women, we got to represent them girls too.
okay, I feel you. We're gonna do that. All right. So what we got? Tell us a little bit about Mr. Ritchie.
Well, Ritchie is a St. Louis native, and I love the Lou. However, it says St. Louis, Illinois, which I think is it's like there's East
East
St.
St.
Louis,
Louis.
which is right by Illinois.
I mean, I
Uh,
asked him this question, and he was very adamant that it was St. Louis. So
Missouri, yeah, because it says Illinois, but we can dive into that.
yeah, we'll talk
But
to him about it.
he is a devoted father, educator, entrepreneur. He's dedicated to mentorship, wellness, and community impact through the Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City Public Schools. I think Missouri. He
Mhm.
supports educator recruitment, retention efforts, while his businesses in BOXOUT Stress LLC. I don't
Wow.
know what that is, but we'll like to know. And
Yeah.
GAPickles, which I just found out that means good ass pickles. Um, and I definitely want to know about that.
They
Um,
are good though. They some good ass
there's
pickles.
some
I
good
know,
ass pickles. I love
girl.
good
They
ass
are
pickles.
so good. They're addicting. They're really good. I ain't lying. I have to get you a jar. You like
You have
pickles?
to give me a jar of pickles.
Yes, for sure.
So yeah, with those all that information, he's a mental. He's creates spaces for mental and physical and emotional healing, relieving stress one punch and pickle at a time. Let's bring on
Okay.
Mr. Ritchie.
All right. Let's bring them on. Let's add them to the stage. Hello,
Well,
Mr.
hello. Oh,
Welcome.
this is
Hello,
funny.
ladies.
Yes.
Y'all in the same place.
Yeah,
We're in
we
the
are.
same room.
Same room.
Apparently.
I love this.
Don't tell them we're in the same room.
How do I
You
come
know
in
what?
this?
I want to be authentic. You know what? I want to be really authentic right now. So I got to change that back because I was like, you know what? Maybe they can't really see me. So is that better?
We love it
Fine with
either way.
me.
Cool.
Love it.
What's up, ladies? How y'all feeling tonight?
We
Feeling
feeling
great.
good. They said, hey, y'all. What
Hey,
the deal?
Hey,
y'all.
D.
Hey, D.
I
We
love
love D.
D. We love
I
D.
love D too.
Love D. That's
Yeah.
who helps us with all of this. So she's the
She's
one
a
pickle at
creative.
a time. That's
Such a
what
That's
you
my
do.
creative.
girl.
Yes.
So talk to me, y'all. What we doing tonight? How we jump things off?
We gonna jump it out. But the first thing we want to clear up is, are you from Illinois or are you from Missouri?
I'm from Illinois, East St. Louis, Illinois, not
Ooh.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, you
We-
can't
I,
wear no St. Louis hat, Missouri then.
I can wear STL and put the E on there.
No,
That's how our hats are.
no.
That's
That's
what
not
you're
how it
gonna
works.
do.
That's
If
what
you
I'm gonna
ain't from
do.
the moat and you proud, like Nelly said, you cannot.
I'm not from the Mo, so
Yeah.
So Rich, you had me on here defending you because I thought you was from the mall. I'm like, wait, I cleared this up, but I must have been something must have been
yeah, you was
clouding my.
wrong. I never said I was from St. Louis, Missouri.
You from Illinois, Illinois.
I'm from Illinois. I'm from East, what we call East Boogie.
East
East
Book.
Boogie. Okay.
East
Party
Boogie.
over there because you can stay out later in the St. Louis, Illinois part.
That's right, East St. Louis, Illinois. Yeah, like our clubs used to close at 6 in the morning. They stopped all that.
Yeah,
They
we used to
did?
They stopped that.
party. What was it called? Percolator?
The-
Something
dude,
like that.
It's time for the percolator. Hey, it's time for the percolator.
We was out there.
What brought you to Missouri though, Kansas City?
So after I finished my master's, my son was here. His mother was here. And I just realized, like, you know what, I need to be close to my boy. So I moved here to start my life in KC. And I love KC, man. I love it here.
So tell us a little bit about what some of the things you got going on in Kansas City. Because I've heard a lot of things. So I want them to hear them too, because that impressed me.
Absolutely.
Yep. So I'm the owner of Good Ass Pickles, which is a pickle business here in KC. Started in the pandemic, and I think we are the destination for pickles in Kansas City.
Really?
Yes, definitely. I'm also the owner of BOXOUT Stress, which is a talk therapy and boxing platform where we talk it out and then we box it out.
Really?
And last but not least, I'm the founder of Accountability Brothers. It's a men's mental health group. I call it a meetup mental health group because we meet up and we just unpack stress at the Black Coast Social Club. For all the women, next month is, the month of fathers, right? The month of men. And so at the Black Co, we're going to be doing, our Father's Day edition of bringing brothers out. So please send them there, man. If you got some brothers that are stressed in your life, which we all are, which we all get, send them out, man, and let's help them, relieve some stress if we can.
Where's the stress out boxing at? Is that for men too?
That's for anybody. So that's for any able body. We don't discriminate against age or anything, unless, but we want kids to be of age where they can mind, right?
Yeah.
Where they can behave. Seriously, but
actual boxing,
yes,
or ring or
yes. So basically, my motto is we go where the stress is. So we go to we're partnered with a lot of the after school programs in the community, Upper Room, Link, the YMCA. We're partnered with a couple of reputable organizations that allow us to come in and provide those services to our students because we understand that kids get stressed too. I'm also, partnered with certain school districts that allow me to come in and do what I call stress PDs, stress professional developments for our staff to help them relieve stress in the workplace.
Okay, we like that. So the Accountability Brothers, what's the demographic for that? I mean, are you targeting men? What does that look like, and why did you start that?
Yeah, so I realized a year ago in May, that I wasn't holding myself accountable as it relates to my health, right? As it relates to my businesses. So I talked to my sisters over at the Black Co, and Christina and Tamla, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's roll it out in our Black Men Speak series. And we've been growing each month. So we meet the first Tuesday of each month at the Black Coast Social Club, which is at 1108 30th Street. If y'all ain't ever been there, please go. It's a social club geared for us, by us, for us.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a membership there.
And do you get a big turnout, or what is it like? Are you getting a lot of guys coming, or?
Yeah, yes and no, right? Some I feel like it's power in those little numbers, right? Because brothers get to truly unpack the stress that they're dealing with. I would like to see it flooded, right? But I understand that when brothers are dealing with stress, it's sometimes hard for them to say, I need help, I need support. And so that's why I rely on my women that have men in their lives, right? For them to say, hey, look, go somewhere, be a part of a group that is allowing you to really express yourself, because men understand men, women understand women.
Mm-hmm. Why is it that you think men are, I'm sorry, Luana, go ahead.
I was going to just say, like, I don't know how you market but I personally haven't seen anything. I would love to share that because I feel like that is extremely needed in this community. And I'm raising 5 boys, so
yeah,
they need it.
And Luana, I'm glad you stated that, because the platform allows for men to bring their nephews, their kids, any boy with them. We don't, we want young men to be in that space. My son comes with me periodically when he's not in basketball or playing for, some type of sport. But that first Tuesday, if you got a young man that's able to get there, if they 13 and up, they can definitely be in that space with us.
Yeah, I'm a boy mom. So I'm like, dang, what? Okay, so why? I know what it's for. It's on the first Tuesday at
At first
Combine
Tuesday,
Code.
once a
weekly,
month. Okay.
Black Code downstairs. What time?
6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
6 to 8
Okay.
on
Yep,
every
six.
And
Tuesday.
it's and you're wanting to expand on this. You want to grow it so that all men know they have a safe space to come and talk. Is it like y'all sit around and talk about y'all goals, or y'all sit down and dissect any issues you've had through the week? Are y'all talking about us? You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the accountability?
Of course, we get to talk about women, but they're also within that phase. We also get have moments where we bring the women in. We call them languages of love. So we had a powerful languages of love series probably 2 months ago, right? Where we had the women and the men in there, and we just talking about how we love each other a little bit better, how we understand each other's love languages, and it was powerful. But particularly for the Black Men Speaks Accountability Brothers, we just unpack different topics. So this month was centered on men's mental health, right? How do you take care of yourself? How do you let down that mask? A lot of brothers come into spaces with masks. And so this was just an authentic night for brothers to just say, look, this is the mask I'm carrying, and this is what I want to let go. And we allow that space. It's a stress-free, non-judgment space where brothers feel like, you know what, when I leave here, I feel good as fuck.
And not just to touch on that subject, I hear that a lot about men needing a place to decompress, to kind of, but and they say, well, women get a lot of help, but I feel I'm on the side where I feel like it's opposite. I feel like the majority of women are raising men. I feel like it's a lot of single mother households dealing with boys that they're trying to work through mental issues. I feel like it's not really up, and I'm not knocking the daddies or fathers. Yeah. I'm just saying, as far as a mother bringing her son there to try to figure him out, because I'm raising boys, like I said, even though I have a husband, and yes, but before he was in my life, trying to get them where they needed to go mentally was hard.
Yeah.
Still is.
It's hard. It's hard because certain men are taught from boys, right? They're taught to hold in. And so it's sometimes hard for young men to come in those spaces and feel vulnerable to let go, right? I get a lot of men that come in there and they don't, you gotta talk to men because of that macho mentality, that Superman mentality. You gotta really just peel down some layers with brothers for them to just open up. Women, y'all can get in a space. Y'all have a topic. One topic leads to the next topic. That topic leads to this topic. But brothers, we are so. I'm talking about precise. You got to come to us, right? You know what I'm saying? Just what are we talking about? What one? Give us one topic, and that's it. And that one topic is just gonna go.
That's funny because the CEO bosses, I never wanted to start a male group, but I think the logistics and the structure I provide in CEO babes, they needed that in CEO bosses, but they wanted to run it, which I wanted them to run it because I can't teach a man how to be a man. But one of the things they told me when I was like, why aren't y'all doing these things like we did to kind of move it along quicker? And he was like, wait, hold on. You can't, us men, it takes us a minute. We got to give us one thing at a time. Let us digest it, get comfortable with it, so I let them kind of move at their pace. Yeah. But I was going to ask, why don't men feel like, why is it so difficult for them to ask for help or to seek help? But you kind of answered that question for me. Yeah. But so my next question is it, you think it's women, we're not providing them a safe space to feel like, because a lot of people could be married and still feel like they don't have an outlet, or be in a relationship and still feel like they don't have an outlet. Do you think us women, and this ain't no dig towards any particular woman, but maybe we're not providing them with the space to feel comfortable to be able to let that out? Because you think, oh, I'm your partner, I should be the first one you come to with that information, because we do that with our husbands, but we don't feel like all the time that they do that with us.
You had a good point. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we allowing, right? I feel that once a man speak his truth, and a woman, y'all got facial cues that y'all have. It's your body language, right? It's your eyes. right? When I ask you, if I tell you a vice or a demon or anything that I'm battling with, and instantly you start to frown up or you start to look as if something is wrong with me, then that's where that trust, that's where it breaks the trust bond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so women, when you say, can I, are we providing? Yeah, what needs to happen is women say, hey, you have a safe space to truly be who you want to be. I want you to have that opportunity to be who you want to be with me.
Mhm.
But
You know what I'm
when you
saying?
tell a man that, do they hear that?
That's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah, they don't. Because my sons, I could tell them over and over and over and over. I have twin boys. They're 22, and I can tell him something over and over and over. I mean, I'm like, don't do this. He'll tell me he don't trust somebody and doesn't want to be around these people. But then I'm like, why are you putting yourself in these positions? You want to know why boys don't listen to you. And is it because I'm not a boy? Because I'm like, but I'm smart.
It's because you're a mama. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you are a mama. You know what I'm saying? And so a boy's first love is their mother, right? And
So you don't
so,
want to break her heart.
yeah, I don't want to break my mom's heart. I don't want even, my mom wasn't in my life. You know, my mom wasn't in my life, full time. But I still want to please my mom. I still want my mom to know that I'm here for you. And I don't want to break your heart, mom. I still I want her to feel that. But oftentimes, moms, y'all don't know how to do both. Y'all don't know how to say I'm mom and I want to be that person to just listen to you, because you're going to come from a mother's perspective. And it's going to be a little biased. It's going to be a little skewed, right? Because of course you want their best. Of course you got their best interest. But a lot of mothers, what I realize is, don't really want to hold their kids accountable.
Okay.
For choosing the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? And so I think the best thing for mothers to do is put those young men and put them in spaces to where, they have to be around men.
Okay.
Good men now. Good men.
These boys are out here, what we're dealing with in this generation, where we're seeing all these murders. And I mean, it's not just Kansas City. I was just in Chicago a week ago. I mean, anywhere you go, it's just murder from black men to black men. And I'm just like, what is going on? Because I know they got parents that love them and family that love them. Like, how do you get through to these men? Where the layers? You said layers on layers. They ain't going to keep coming. So how do you unpack those layers at one time? If they only come once, how you get through to them?
I think you just pretty much you show the person, that you show men that, bro, I'm really here for you, and it's just a safe space. Now, it might not get to every man, right? We can't save the world. You know what I'm saying? We just can't. Some people are wired to be how they are. Some people are wired to be introverts, and some people are wired to be extroverts. So we have to know the people that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? We have to know those men that we're talking to, and sometimes it takes a woman just saying, "Hey, go do you, go do you." You know what I'm saying? Whatever you is, right? Go do you.
You
But
don't want them to fail. You mama, you don't want your kids to fall on their face. You don't want to make a bad mistake. You just be like, hold up,
and say, baby, when you make that mistake, I want you to understand that mama's going to be here to hold you accountable, but I'm also going to be here to love you in it.
Yeah, but okay. I hope I don't offend nobody with this comment, but hey, this is what we on the podcast for.
Okay, that's why we're here.
I feel like there's the generation of solid, dependable, real dude men is gone. Like, I feel like they're still here, but like these generations now, they're not the same as the men we were around and that were real. Like, I know this sounds bad, but they was men. Like, they was real men.
Who gonna build the houses? Who gonna do all this stuff?
Yeah, this new generation, it's like they take the shortcut. They want to kill and shoot and be rowdy all the time. It's like the solid men are just dropping off like flies. And I'm really concerned for the younger generation because they're already so far gone. It's not even no way we can even fix it sometimes. So having a group like this, and being able to bring them in there and see solid men and receive it, I'm concerned if they're going to be able to take it in and see like, dang, these are some real solid brothers doing some
You
real
mean,
solid
are they even taking it in? Because they're not even looking at what happened before them. Like,
Nah.
look at how these things came, how we built this world, and we're slowly losing it.
Yeah, I got a guy in my group right now, man. He would love this conversation. So, hey, Barkins, man, if you out there and you listening to this, man, he talks about that. He talks about how we start now to build a generation that you know what I'm saying, that don't have to go through the things that we have to go through, and it's set. So I think going to your point, Ms. Rogers, is that we have to start building that consistent community. It can't be a one thing. That's why we've been doing this thing for a year, and we plan to do it for another 10. You know what I'm saying, or more, right? It has to be some consistency in place to break those habits. You know, and so when you say, you know what, you just got to do it. You got to just say, let me just take them there. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you let your kids go to certain places, we don't know what happens. We let them go to school every day. And are we concerned with them at school?
Yeah.
Like we are when we let them go outside in the street?
Yeah.
I'm concerned everywhere.
Everywhere. I feel like these new 20-year-olds and early 30s, they have no fear. They don't care about hurting anything. They're into having, you know, I say the OGs did was they might have had one or two families. You know, that was the thing back in the day where, you know, grandpa had a family over here and a family over there, and you didn't say nothing. He was paying the bills. That's the worst thing that was going on back then. But he was solid, he was working, he was taking care of home. I'm not saying everybody was doing it. I'm just saying that was the worst. Now in days, the worst is they leaving the house just looking to kill people. Like somebody just got killed just because, you know, you went around the car or whatever the case may be. Like they so fearless. It's almost scary. And I just wonder if they're even tameable at this point.
Well, I told someone this, man. We can't save them all. We really can't. The technology that we have right now, it's just sweeping the brains of even adults. You know what I'm saying? But these kids, they have everything at their fingertips, at their eyesight right here in front of them. And sometimes it's really hard to just break those habits because they seeing them. You know what I'm saying? We can't stop the technology now, right? No matter how much we speak about it, we can't stop it.
I got a 10-year-old and a 16-year-old. And my 10-year-old said to me the other day, he was looking at something. He said something about Switch. I said, Switch? I said, you want me to go outside and get a belt? You know, I'm like, Switch.
They don't know
like,
about
no,
those.
Switch. I had to Google it. I'm like, you're talking about what you find on the internet? How do you, what? I don't even know what a Switch is.
What is a Switch? Is it a Nintendo
It's a gun or something?
Oh yeah, I think I heard of that. That's like what make it quiet or something when they shoot.
But he's learning about it at 10 on the internet.
Oh wow, yeah, have access to it. Then somebody said we have to make accountability and consistency attractive.
That's right, bro.
Then when societal norms reward the worst behavior, they have no incentive to be solid. Yes, Levandin,
man. I need Levandin. I hope I'm saying that right, bro. If I'm not, charge it to the game, not my heart.
It's Levandin. Yeah, he got a podcast too. Yeah,
Levandin, man. I need you to come to the Accountability Brothers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Brothers need that raw. We need that real. You know what I'm saying? That's what they need. You don't know what you can say, man, that can trigger a brother to change a behavior. I'm not in it to change every behavior, because if I change everything, then you'll be perfect. That's not that is not the goal. Is not to be perfect. The goal is just to recognize when there's an issue and be able to change that issue in that moment. The issue might present itself again, but if I have on my mind what made me really start the Accountability Brothers, outside of just wanting brothers to say, hey, look, I want to hold you accountable for starting that business that you was talking about. I want to hold you accountable for going to the damn doctor. Go to the doctor. I check on my brothers and I ask them all the time, bro, did you when last time you got your annual checkup or something, bro? When last time you got it? If you ain't, bro, you need me to go with you. You scared, nigga? I go with you. You feel me? Because that's why I started. But the one reason I started is I had a brother. I will not mention his name, but his wife ended up, cheating on him. Wife ended up cheating on him, and was ready to leave him. All those things. And he came to my BOXOUT platform. He's like, bro, man, I need to just, I need you right now, man. I don't know what I gotta do, man, but I need you because I'm about to lose it. He had the gun in his hand, everything ready to go. Wow. And I was like, lose what, dog? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking him, like, what you gotta lose? He say, bro, man, keep playing in my face, da 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 da. So I say, all right, bro. I say, check this out. I don't know what he needed. I say, come here, bro. I got something for you. Right? I just told him, I said, I got something for you. He say, nah, bro, I ain't with that right now, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? He thinking I'm talking about a drink or something. I'm like, nah, bro, I got something for you, bro. You gonna need it. So I got him to the crib. I threw the boxing gloves at him. I said, nigga, put them on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather me and you box it out before you go lose it all. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Before you go lose it all. I say, nigga, you here? I ain't letting you out. I ain't letting you out my garage, bro. We gonna talk this shit out. We gonna box it out right now. And when you, if you done, if that doesn't change anything, then it's on you, man. Once we got through, man, he say, bro, if you had not got me over, bro, I was on my way to hop in the car and I was going over there, bro, and I was gonna shoot something up.
Dang.
I was gonna shoot something up. So what we're not doing as brothers, see, you got too many brothers, man, or you got too many guys that are talking to their homeboys like, man, fuck that bitch anyway, man, fuck her, man. It's not that, bro. We gotta change the conversations we're having. The conversations has to be geared towards, bro, what are you doing? Mm. What are you doing?
Let me ask you this. So 19, my parents are 81. So they were born in the 40s, 45. They were taught by their parents that were born probably in the 20s or something before that. So now that we have the 70s, I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming, I'm just guessing. In our age group that are born in the 70s.
38 years old.
Okay,
so he's in the 80s. Uh-huh.
So even 70s and 80s, where did the ball get dropped in your opinion? How did we not come to this? The family that we built before has slowly diminished. Where did you think the ball got dropped? Where?
I mean, just let's be honest. Let's call it what it is. The ball got dropped when technology started to take over. When you know what I'm saying? That's where the ball dropped because we couldn't keep up. Mm-hmm. There was so many things that was taken off, and this world has evolved, bro. Like. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
Yes.
We had pagers back in the day. We didn't know what nobody was doing. It was like 911.
Right. But here, the ball also gets dropped. This why the ball gets dropped to y'all. I want y'all to hear this. The ball gets dropped when we stop telling kids to go outside. For the fear, right? For the fear that we think somebody gonna shoot them or whatever. Well, if you think somebody gonna shoot them, then you need to move out of that neighborhood if you can. Right? If the ball got dropped when we stop having family gatherings,
eating dinner together,
the ball got dropped when you start saying, man, I ain't going to family reunion this year. That's why the ball got dropped. The ball got dropped when we stopped talking to grandmama and granddaddy because of whatever, right? Yeah, when we stopped talking to them.
But we're raising Black men. Yeah, so with me being a suburban mom, not living in a 95% white neighborhood, I do not let my son go outside because I don't trust them folks either.
I'm the opposite. I do let out in Florida. Yeah. My son, we was in a predominantly white neighborhood, and I did let him go outside, and it was like an old school, like back when I grew up. They knew when that dang on start getting dark, come in the house. But all the parents, we had each other's numbers, and so when we would go looking for them, they'd be like, "Is the kids there? Is the kids there?" We knew they was in one of them houses because we was in a cul-de-sac, so they couldn't. We knew they was in their houses. And when I tell you that was the best part of my youngest son's life, now he doesn't even go outside. He's hooked to the computer.
I get that part, but even if I forced my son and said, go outside, out here in Kansas, they got conceal and carry laws, weapons. You do something wrong, argument between kids. These people have been, I don't know.
But can I stop you for a second, Luana?
Yes, please.
You said you raised your son right, correct? Mm-hmm. from now on, you have to start telling your son, baby, you know what? I want you to do whatever you want because I trust you. That's the issue. Parents don't get to tell their kids, I trust you to make the right decision. I trust you. I know you're going to make the right decision. Because if I tell my son that, and I've been telling my son that, when he goes out into the world, he's thinking of that. Man, my dad trusts me, right? You have to tell them that you trust them at an early age so that they can learn to know what trust is. And then when they disappoint you, because they will, right? You have to tell them how they can regain that trust.
Yeah,
that's where the work starts.
She seemed like the mom that like want to keep them close to her because she wants
Who
to
was
protect them from Luana, because she wants to
Of
protect
course.
them from stuff happening. And with me being a boy mom, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you get out here, and I'm gonna be there to pick you up and support you and figure out how we can fix it.
I don't never want them to fall ever.
I don't want them to fall, but I know that they're gonna fall. So for me, it's like I'm not about to coddle no man because I'm big on women staying in their feminine energy. So I want a man to stay in a masculine energy. If you're gonna fall, okay, get your butt up. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got into a fight at school, okay, why? What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm big on staying in the energy that you was given. That's when I started CEO Babes, because I want women to understand they could still do things and still be feminine and still be nurturing and still be catering and still be submissive, which people think that's a negative term to
you gotta submit, baby. Can I get some water?
Whoever they would. And it's not even about submissiveness to me. It's even about like doing stuff for him. That's part of it. But submissiveness to me is just understanding when you know that he needs you, or understanding when you know, okay, I gotta stop this with the girls because my man need me, or I need to sit here and understand.
Easy though as an adult. Me and my husband, our vibe is like so flawless.
Because y'all got a good connection. Y'all probably
I trust his decision making. I know he's doing the right thing. He trusts me. But I when I trickle down to them kids, it ain't the same feeling.
Get there? But how did your husband get? He had to go through some stuff to get to where he's at.
Yeah. So let me say something, Luana.
Don't get the same version of a man.
I didn't get that messed up version. I didn't get that.
Yeah. So you learn from the mistakes, and then you do better in the next situation. So that's why nobody ever gets the same version of a man. That's why I don't listen to what women say about men, because they treat everyone different.
Exactly. So Luana, when I'm gonna tell you this, when you enable boys, they become broken men.
I know.
When you enable boys, they become broken men. And what I mean by that is you have to sometimes let them fall, right? To understand how that fall was.
That's what
ask some questions like, how did that feel?
Yeah. He said sometimes the walls we build around our kids to protect them are also keeping them from attaining the skills needed to live outside. Yes. The world. Exactly. I was like that with my own son for a while. I know, because I was like that, and then I realized that wasn't helping him. It was making him soft. So my husband was like, "No, you making him soft." That's why when we got a divorce, he was like, "No, he come to live with me because I refuse to let you soften him up." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Okay." I don't mind a kid being soft. I mean, it's nothing wrong with you being soft. The thing is what you have inside of your heart and your mind, right? I can be soft all day. I want you to. Guess what? I want you to be so soft to the point where you recognize, like, I don't need to go over there. Fuck that. I'm so soft to the point where when I see my homeboys making the wrong decision, I'm gonna say, all right, bro, I'm gonna holler at y'all. That's what type of softness I need. I don't need you to be soft to the point where you like, oh damn, man, y'all, hey man, we about to go up here and beat these dudes up, hop in the car with us. Oh, all right, cool, I'm going. That's soft. That, you know what I'm saying?
What I did, Ritchie, recently. Usually, because I troll my kids' locations. I'm trying to do better. That's why I'm having this conversation. This is healing for me too. So I troll their location, but the other night I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop stressing myself. I'm gonna let him do what he do. I'm going to sleep. I'm not gonna look at my phones. I put them on my nightstand. The next morning I woke up and he had a location on my phone, said I'm about to ride with my friends and here's my location. You know, like, but if I would have seen that at 3 in the morning, I probably would have lost it. But because I didn't have my phone, I slept all night, and I just.
Is it the 22-year-old that you did this?
And so I looked at his location the next morning. He was home at his apartment in his bed. I was like, I'm glad I didn't see that last night.
But look at the trust. See, that's what I'm saying. So he because of the rearing, because of your guidance, because of your love, because of your mothering, your nurturing, he was able to tap into the point where let me send my mom my location. If he didn't trust you, right? If he didn't trust you or feel like you raised him right, then he wouldn't have done that. And so that's why I need you to stop being so hard on yourself, thinking like, oh man, like they can get out and hurt. No, you got a young man who has the wherewithal to say, you know what, I'm gonna send my mom this location because I don't know what the hell happened,
Yeah.
So yeah, and so I just want you to take that, that little piece of advice. When you enable young men, they become broken men and later. So let them make the mistakes. It's natural. It's called natural consequences for a reason. If I go touch that fire, the natural consequence is gonna burn me.
Yeah.
So Joseph commented, he said it's called responsibility.
Yes.
He said we as men have responsibility, so we need to seek yea to manage stress versus crying about responsibility that was placed on us from the Most High.
That's Yah.
Jesus, Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, and so that's what we are. I just think if we want to enhance our parenting, we have to start trusting our kids. We say we raise them. You have to, because I'm telling you now, when you hold so tight on them, so tight, when you got the screws on there so tight, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to take that wrench and get them off. And so then when they go out there with their friends, they like, damn, my mama ain't let me do nothing. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Wild animal.
Wow. My mom ain't let me do nothing.
On this course, and I'm going to see if I can get them to come and start somewhere.
All you got to do is tell your husband, say, hey, baby, take the boys with you to accountability brothers. Yeah. Take them with you.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I know you noticed this war between men and women, right? It feels like, we talked about the whole Megan thing last week, how I felt like a lot of men were slut shaming her on social media, but a lot of men was like, no, I agree, because, someone made a comment about, basically he knew what he was getting himself into, and they made the picture with Megan, the dudes in line, with Megan. And I'm like, damn, they don't got no picture of Clay with all his girls, because I'm sure his line would be just as long. Right. So how can we stop this war between men and women? And why is it that it's like this?
I think we need to first stop calling it a war. Well, there's no war. It might be a disagreement. There's no war. Right. I think we got to understand it's the language that we use that causes division. When we stop using certain language, then we can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like if people become so. Yeah, you manifest it. If you talking about making this, like, let's talk about something different.
Yeah.
If I see negative.
I use that as an example of the negative talk that is surrounded around women. When we expect our men to protect us. We expect our Black men to protect us because that's what we were taught, that a man would protect us. And so I'm not seeing a lot of men protecting women, but a lot of them bashing, since you don't want to say war, bashing.
What type of protection does women need from men?
Does who?
It needs to be, first of all, when you say protection, more women are being murdered just like men are now. Back in the day, women and kids were off limits. Not saying everybody should be off limits, but I'm making a point how they don't respect women anymore. They'll kill everybody in the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think you're trying to, And
I think there's a lack of respect. So when I say protect, I mean exactly what Luana said. There's a lack of respect for women, although I know there is a lack of respect for men too. It was always like you didn't talk about nobody's woman or wife. You just didn't do that. You didn't go on the internet. Again, maybe it's because, like you said, social media.
It is.
It all goes back to social media.
So I think one thing I realized too. I can't say the word. Right. I gotta say I can only deal with what I can within my group. You know what I'm saying? So I strongly encourage y'all to get a part. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a part of groups that you can talk about those things in. You know what I'm saying? Talk about ways that we connect with each other. You know, I think that's the most important thing that we can do as adults is be a part of groups that allows us to talk about the real and things. Me and my girl, we got an app that we use to just check in with each other and it asks us hard questions, you know, tough questions, but we utilize that. You know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable sometimes, but we do it so that we can come a little bit closer. We can understand each other a little bit better. We have to put ourselves in spaces that allow us to ask the hard questions and unpack it.
I do, you know, and I do that with my kids. I really have good, hardcore conversations with them. And sometimes I feel like they're listening, but sometimes I feel like you said, I have such a tight hold on them that as soon as I let them free, all that's going out the door and they just running around like wild animals.
Yeah, mama, it's gotta be balanced. It really does. So yeah, just because you're pouring into them, that's good. You have to set the table somewhere else for them to pour into them as well. So if you set the table with any other men's group, right? Allow people, because people they don't look. You could tell your son the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I tell him he's gonna listen to me first before he listens to you because he's been hearing it too much.
Yeah.
He's been hearing it from you too much. It has to sound a little different if it comes from somebody else. We learn from other people, right? We learn from other people.
And then I'm gonna back off all the kid stuff because I know we've been on this.
Yeah, because I got to get to my
one more question.
She got some messy questions.
She do. How do you this generation? It's like the cool kids. You know, I'm not saying you're not a cool kid. I'm just making a point. They got dreads. They wearing this certain look. They just all, to me, it's like a cult. Not even a cult, but I'm trying not to use the wrong words because I don't want to manifest that. But I'm saying like the look of this generation compared to you guys, how can you get it through somebody coming there dread long?
You're saying the older men were a little bit more distinguished, more tone, more classy.
I feel like a boy like that ain't gonna come in there and listen to y'all, and y'all can't relate to him. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like.
Yeah, because we have different type of conversations. It ain't just geared towards the distinguished man. We have real conversations where we ask them, what would you like us to learn about your generation? We have to start asking those type of questions. What is it can I learn from your generation to help me better understand you? Right? I asked my son that question, and I'm about to do a Language of the Love series for the parents and the youth too. But yeah, we need to understand them a little bit better. So, hey, y'all, teach us how y'all want to be treated.
Yeah, you need to bring the CEO babes onto that love language.
We got you.
Language of love or whatever. So
yeah.
Get some.
But LaWanna, that's true. But LaWanna, to answer that question too, we've had the generations has repeated itself. Generations are repeating itself. You had those in crowds and you had those rowdy crowds. There before YNs were invented, there's always been YNs. They were, you know what I'm saying? They would just name something different. So history repeats itself. We just have to thugs, hoodlums, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hoodlums. So we have to understand that we can change the narrative of things if we just provide ways for us to communicate and understand each other better.
Okay.
Now ask your messiness, Rogers.
Because you mentioned being in a relationship. Congratulations on your engagement. I seen that online. I love it.
Thank you. Woo, woo, woo.
Love that. We got to give you a round of applause on that because a lot of men are scared to commit and do those types of things. So
it's scary.
All right.
She
understands these questions I have coming up are just because we're trying to understand men's minds a little bit better. So I run these questions down to men when they come on our podcast.
Woo, woo, woo.
Right. These are the hard questions you probably ain't ready to answer, but we about to go. You ready?
Nope, I don't think I am, but hey.
All right. What's the most toxic thing you've ever done in a relationship? And be honest.
Babe, you want to listen or you want to go out in your room?
She said,
You
"Go."
come on and join in on this, babe. Come on.
She
Come on. Come on and
What's
join.
the most toxic thing you've ever done in a relationship? Be honest.
The most toxic thing I've ever done in a relationship was I've done some pretty toxic things. You know, and I'm man enough to admit that. But I'm gonna just say one of the most toxic things I think I've ever done was
You ain't saying nothing yet.
man, that's
You didn't shift around this question.
no, you know
These
what?
questions are harder than what's yes.
No, that's cool. That's cool. You know, I take this, even though she's right there. I think it's important, right? The most toxic thing I've ever done was
It doesn't have to be in this relationship. It can be a past
No.
relationship. Let's be
Yeah.
clear.
I think the most toxic thing I've ever done was, you know, try to fuck around with two people at the same time, right? And knowing that one was not good for me, right? And continue to try to play, you know what I'm saying? He say,
Why do y'all do so? Why do y'all do
bro.
it? Knowing that that's not the best option, but y'all just can't let go. It's like is it like a control thing? Y'all just want to hold on to both because you can, or what?
Nah, it's not that you hold on to both that you can. It's learned behavior, right? You've learned something, you've done it for so long, right?
Okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you're in Rome, you do what Romans do, you know? And when you out in the world and you around certain things, being a single man, right? That becomes now a drug. It's like, damn, I can't let go because I've always done it. It's trained behavior. I've been doing it. But deep down, it's, you know, yeah. But a real man is gonna say, man, like I know this hard. You know, it's a hard thing to do, but I gotta let go because, you know, I'm losing in certain areas. So.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Love it. You were honest. We love that. You were honest. Okay. Have you ever spun the block after saying I'm done?
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Men do that all the time. Women do it too now.
Okay. What's your biggest red flag that you try to hide?
My biggest red flag is that I try to care for everybody. That's a big red flag.
Yeah.
I try to care for everybody. Huh?
Are you
If you look at it's too friendly. Yep. You know, but that's just, you know, that's again, it's a learned behavior. Some things
you can't help everybody.
You can't help everybody, but you know when you know that Leo energy, we are protectors by nature, so we try to protect anything around us.
Leo. That
Scorpio.
Leo, Lord.
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Okay.
Scorpio. They hurt. Scorpios hurt hard, boy. I tell you that much.
Yeah, and they sting, and now
Yeah.
ever in your life.
Them boy, they would hit you, boy. Scorpios would cut you and hug you at the same time.
At the same damn time, okay? And then act like they didn't do nothing.
Like then act like they didn't do shit.
We love hard.
Damn thing.
No.
I don't want them. When you did one Scorpio, you good. I don't want another one. They fun though. If your ex described you in one word, what would it be? Ex,
Loving.
not her. Loving. Okay. What's the brokest date you ever took someone on? Brokest. Before you started selling them good ass pickles. What's the brokest date you ever took someone on?
The brokest date, I wouldn't even say it was brokest. It's just something different. I took a person to the park and we had a picnic with stuff I made. You know, I ain't buy nothing.
No, girls don't want that nowadays. They want real money.
Wait, so you went on a picnic and you took her some pickles that you made?
Nah, it wasn't no pickles, but I think I had made a sandwich out of, gourmet sandwich.
Pickles on it.
I don't think I was making pickles at that time, but I think that was just broken because I realized I didn't have no money. I say, man, I'm finna take her to this nearest park. It wasn't no glamorous park either. It was just like a regular it was a park right off James A. Reed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what's one thing women think men care about, but y'all really don't?
Sex.
Oh wow.
Like, let me pause. We care about sex, but
We can't say
but
the same
sex is
thing.
not sex is not like, oh, we're not overly, you know what I'm saying, fantasize about just sex. You know what I'm saying? We want experiences more than anything. We want, you know what I'm saying, we want excitement more than anything. As a man, he just wants some excitement. Um, that's pretty much it. But yeah, like I think a lot of women say, oh yeah, all they think about is some pussy. That's all they think about. That's all. Nah, we ain't thinking about the head. But nah, we
Men, that's all they think about.
no, it's not.
Oh, somebody said
I-
makeup.
Wait, he said makeup.
I think that's true.
What's
Most men don't care
what
about
did I
makeup.
ask?
Makeup,
Yeah, they
What-
don't. Most men don't like makeup.
Yeah,
They
most
don't
men
like
don't care
it.
about
not too
We like
much
it.
of it. Don't you can't be caked up. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
just gotta be. It's gotta be
I
a
want
little
a full
later.
beat. You better love a full beat because I'm gonna come fully beat.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. If it's fully beat just one day, that's fine.
Yeah.
Not every
Not
day.
all the time. But yeah, I get it.
What's something you wish women understood about men?
I wish women understood that men are really, really simple people. We are really simple creatures. You know what I'm saying? Like some things that you overly, you know, glamorize. We just look at it like, all right, cool, and that's okay. I need women to understand that that's okay. We're not going to be overly glamorized because you are.
Okay. What's more important in this stage of your life? Peace, money, or good sex? We know the good sex was you just admitted that, but
Yeah.
out of the
No, it's got to be peace. At this stage, you know, we're evolving.
Everybody wants peace.
peace.
Yeah, everybody wants peace,
Okay.
man, and you know, peace equal with understanding. Peace coupled with
Okay.
understanding.
If your dating life was a movie title, what would it be?
Oh, no,
If your
that would
dating
be a
life was a
song.
movie title, what would it
If you said my dating, you say that one more time.
yes, like your relationship was a movie title. If your relationship was a movie title or a song, what would it be?
Love Jones.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Good movie.
Huh?
Yes.
Bros.
Love
Yes.
Jesus. That's cute. That's what you was
classic.
giving at your engagement. I seen the video online and it was giving Love Jones, honestly.
Really? Oh, thank
It was
you.
Online. Oh,
Yeah,
Love
I seen it
Jones.
online.
Love,
Okay,
love.
so
I'm very
Ritchie,
poetic.
you dropped some nuggets. You dropped some nuggets today. Yeah, he did a good proposal one. You gotta go in there and watch it. It was
I
really
do. I
sweet.
love
I
love.
mean, it was her birthday too, because I remember I met
I
her
got
like the day
proposed on
before.
my
or something.
birthday. I love that.
Well, pause.
And he was
My
like, "It's
birthday
her
was on
birthday."
that
I'm like,
Sunday. I
"She's
want
an
people to
Aries."
know. Huh?
Oh, it wasn't her birthday. Well, I thought you
Her
told me on
birthday
the
was gonna be
rooftop
that
it was
Sunday.
her birthday or
Friday.
something. Then.
Yeah, Friday. So it was basically a surprise. She thought it was a surprise birthday, you know, party, and I wanted her to feel that it really wasn't about, you know, the birthday we celebrated. It was about her birthday. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted people to make it seem like it was a surprise birthday party. When it really was the proposal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I like that. That's cute.
Mine
Okay,
was
Yeah.
she's
a
an
birthday
Aries,
dinner,
right?
but turned into a proposal. So I get it. Same thing, but
Yeah,
Is she
same
an
thing,
Aries?
different. Yes, she is.
She's the best thing since sliced
To a
bread.
Leo. She's the
You're
best thing
never
to a
gonna
Leo.
leave her.
Oh
You're
my
never
God, I
gonna want to
love
leave
it.
her. She's
Huh?
an asset for sure. An
Period.
asset, not a
Big facts.
liability. She's gonna love you
Tell her
wholeheartedly.
period.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what we do.
I want y'all to go
So
follow
don't
her
mess that
platform
up or
too.
anything, because
What
we
does she
don't
do?
play.
She have business too?
Yes, she has a Dear You Yoga. She's a yoga
Okay,
instructor.
Oh wow. So in shape, fit, love it.
Yeah, we all that. We all about healing.
You need to come
I
on
love
up.
it.
Tell her we
Tell
need
her
her.
Clock
We
it,
need her
clock
in
it.
CEO babes. We
Before.
need some yoga.
Yep, CEO babes. Okay,
Okay, so
I'll put y'all
before
in
we
contact.
wrap up,
Tell me her page. Wait, before you said it, what's her page?
Dear You Yoga, Danny's Dear You
You.
Yoga, Dear You, dear like hey, like
wait, hold on.
yeah, Danny's Dear You Yoga.
We gotta go follow.
DEAR, dear you.
Yep,
DANE.
yep,
Yoga.
yep. Dear You Yoga. It should pop up on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook.
Is that on Instagram? Oh, I'm on Facebook. Hold on.
Same
Is
thing
it
on there.
DANI?
No, not Danny. Dear You Yoga.
It's just Dear You Yoga.
Community centered yoga platform. Got it.
Oh, he said Danny.
Smoga.
Danny,
She got a
dear
Smoga.
you.
What's this? Danny Smoga.
Oh man, yeah. If you ain't been to a smoke event, yeah, you need to go. That's it for cannabis users.
Oh, I
What's
don't
Smoga?
smoke. It's
Oh, we need
smoking
to
yoga.
get her on here.
Wow.
Is it Dear You Yoga or Dear You Healing Yoga?
It's Dear You Yoga. Like the
I don't know. I'm going to check it out. Let me
Danny's.
see if I can. Oh, yep. It's Dear You Yoga. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm about to follow her.
Finally got it. Took you a while, but you got it.
It took me forever, but I see her getting proposed to.
Oh, she put proposals on here? I didn't see that. Oh, it's this one, the third one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
that's cute.
She does.
All right, give me the smoke. What you about to ask me?
Okay, we about to end it, but before we end it, tell me about this pickle.
Oh, we got the ultimate.
Good ass.
Yes, so yes, so we the ones that choose.
What that is before we wrap up.
Good ass pickles, we the ones that choose. With every bite, you will never lose. So crunchy, so tasty, we make your taste buds sing. Good ass pickles, we the pickle of kings and queens. So we have our relaunch, right? So the ultimate pickle party is gonna be where we're gonna bring out some different flavors for everybody. And we just want you all to know what the pickle business is here in Kansas City. When I moved to Missouri, to Kansas City, I didn't know a lot of people enjoy pickles. I really didn't. This is an AI photo right here, so I'm not gonna have no eggs and all that.
I was gonna say, what you got eggs? I was like, what?
So May 23rd.
Yep. So that's gonna be on May 23rd at the Combine.
From 7 to 9.
Yes, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Combine rooftop. I want everybody to come on out. Get you a couple of jars of pickles while you're there. But most importantly, come and learn about the brand. We're gonna have some pickle games and stuff like that to play. And just be infused. Wear you a hint of green.
And you're a Kappa, I see.
Yes, I am a proud member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Period. I see it on your Incorporated page. I've just followed that. Okay, well, great.
I usually mess with cute dogs, so this is different for me.
Well, yeah, I'm
okay,
sorry.
So we had the truce walk with the mayor on that day. CEO baby, we'll definitely slide through there.
Please do. And last but not least, y'all. I'm the recruitment and retention coordinator for the Kansas City Public School District. I have my recruitment fair this Saturday on Mother's Day weekend. If you know anybody is looking for a job, they can pass a background check. Send them on out. We have different positions available to 2901 Truce Avenue from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Just a 2-hour event. Come in, get an interview, and get a job.
Okay.
Saturday from what?
Send that to me as well so I can post it on my page.
I got you.
10 to what?
10 p.m. to 2. Got it.
And we'll share the pickle flyer as well. Yeah. And send us something for the Accountability Brothers so we can share it on our platform because it's like 30 of us. So we all can share that for you.
I got you.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for coming on here. We appreciate it. We kept you a little longer than we wanted to, but it was a great combo.
Oh, it was a great combo.
We got to bring you back on here for, part 2, maybe down the line. So I think getting the CEO babes at the next Language of the Love series, you will see it's something coming out, man. I think that'll be phenomenal.
We're with it for sure.
All right.
Yes, a good collaboration.
All right.
Well, thank you, Ritchie.
We're there.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
We're there. All right. First Tuesday of every month. At what time? For Accountability Brothers?
For Accountability Brothers Black Men Speak series, 6 to 8 p.m.
At the Black Coast.
At the Black Coast Social Club. At 1108 30th Street. Right in the bottom of the Combine. If you go in the Combine, just go to the basement. You'll be right there.
Okay. With the Combine, I know exactly.
Okay, thank you, Ritchie.
Thank y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful night.
Love you, sister.
Woo!